Bruce busting out the orange again. 3 huge games all in 1 week, all against their biggest rivals. Kentucky freshman Patrick Patterson, done with a stress fracture, scored 20 in the win over Tennessee in January. Chris Lofton is only 3 of the game, that in the first half. J.P. Prince here, Tyler Smith there, cutting to the basket. Tennessee up 7 at the break. Second half, Ramel Bradley. The 3 here, trying to get himself a shot. It's short. Bradley, though, look at the hustle. Following the shot, gets the rebound and spots Perry Stevenson. Stevenson had 13 points, 14 boards, filling in for Patterson. Kentucky trying to break that press. Bradley, home run pass. There's Tyler Smith. You want to see hustle? Watch Tyler Smith from out of nowhere to deny Bradley. That is Smith on defense, and here he is on offense. Working. Little ball fake, good for 2. Make it 3. Falls up 1. Smith had 15. Wildcats down 3. Bradley for the tie. He led UK with 17, 52 apiece. Under 6 to go. Shot clock under 5. Derek Jasper. Hurry up. 1 point Kentucky lead on the road. Under 4.5 to go. Ramar Smith. Now Tennessee starts to get a little daylight there. 1:15 to go. Lofton, the floater, high off the glass. He had 14, they're up 6. Back comes Kentucky. Jasper open for throw. They're back within 3. Final ticks. Joe Crawford going to get a shot here for the tie. Billy Gillespie looking on. Crawford. Yeah, you're running out of time. Not there. Ramon Harris. One last chance. Clock expires. Jasper and Crawford both missed late 3s that would have forced overtime. Tennessee survives. Everybody can just watch and hope, but it was not to be for the Wildcats. Vols 26-3. Quite a week for Bruce Pearl.
Yeah, well, those of us in the business understand what a week like. How about this? Beat Memphis at Memphis, number 1. Lose at the last shot, to Vanderbilt. They're 14th in the country, and come in here and win a Kentucky team for the SEC championship. Yeah, maybe we still belong at the top.
Well, they certainly have a case for an NCAA 1 seed at least. Road wins over Memphis and Xavier. 8-2 record against the RPI's top 50. By the way, the Volunteers RPI currently the best in the nation. Maybe they will stay number 1. Who knows?
And number 4, UCLA has its eyes on the number 1 seed as well. But first they had to stay focused on Arizona Sunday in Tucson. UCLA up 3. Darren Collison, defender in his face, and a 3 in his face as well. Collison in his first 5 shots of the game. UCLA up 6. Still first half. Jordan Hill, big finish. 7 for 7 in the first half. Arizona within 6. Here comes Chase Budinger. 3 ball, money. Arizona within 2 at the half. Budinger with 24. Early second half now. Arizona up by 1. Jared Bayless for 3. He had 15. Arizona up 4. UCLA down by 2 now. Bayless drives. Kevin Love gets the block and the rebound. We're going the other way. Josh Shipp wind up with a good look at a 3. Can't get it, but there's Love. Right place, right time. And he ties the game at 49. Late second half, UCLA up 1. Luke Richard and by Mute to Love. Arizona's Fendi Onabun said Kevin Love is a big dude. Under 10 seconds to play. Bayless at the free throw line for a second free throw. Wildcats trailing by 2. Misses, but Love and Westbrook knocked the ball out of bounds. So Arizona gets the ball back, 5.7 to play. 24 and 15 for Love. Kirk Walters gets the ball wide open, but he passes to Bayless, who fires up a 3. That's no good. Let's take another look at that. Heard a lot about end-of-game situations this weekend. Great look, but he doesn't even think to shoot. Walters passes it to Bayless, who's already double-teamed, and UCLA hangs on to win it 68-66. So now UCLA, 1 game up on Stanford in the Pac-10 race. They play the Cardinals Thursday in L.A. They could solidify their case for a top seed with a win. Here's their resume as it stands right now. 8-2 against the RPI top 50, and coming into Sunday, 9th in RPI with the 7th toughest strength of schedule. They've got key wins against Stanford and Michigan State. Louisville gets Georgetown Saturday. They needed a win over Villanova Sunday to stay at a tie with the Hoyas on top of the Big East. First half, Louisville down 4. Juan Palacios changing that. 3 ball to get the Cardinals within 1. Second half, they're up 9. David Padgett feeds Palacios on the baseline. And Palacios will finish. His mom came all the way from Columbia to see her son play for the first time at Louisville. He said it was a dream to have her here. Under 10 minutes in the half, Louisville up 13. Padgett double down low. Jerry Smith has got it. Smith 10 points and 10 rebounds, and the Cardinals up 16. Later, they're up 14 on the fast break. Palacios, game high 13 in 21 minutes with mom checking him out. Louisville wins it by 14. Rick Pitino says he's delighted with where his team is right now.
17th ranked Notre Dame at DePaul. A win would clinch a first-round bye in the Big East tourney for Mike Brey's Irish. A 13-2 ND run to open the second half. Rob Kerrs for 3. He had 21. Ryan Ayers knocks one down. Irish shot 56% from the floor for the game. How about Luke Zeller getting in on the act? Look at the ball movement around the perimeter for the Irish. Zeller at 13. Kyle McElharty wants in on the act. He had 13 points. Notre Dame 13 of 23 from beyond the stripe. Final 6 ticks, Luke Herrington. He had 24 and 9. Notre Dame 98-91. The Irish 22 and 6, and they do to get a first-round bye in the Big East tournament. Let's take a look at the Big East scenarios. Louisville's win means the Cardinals and Georgetown head into their Saturday matchup tied atop the conference. That'll be the last regular season game for both teams. UConn and Notre Dame tied for 3rd in the Big East. Both teams have 2 games to go.
Indiana and Michigan State senior day in East Lansing for Drew Neitzel and company, hoping to get revenge for an 80-61 loss at Indiana earlier this season. Neitzel off to a good start. In transition, Kalen Lucas and the Spartans out to an 11-point lead. Then on the break again, Lucas to Raymar Morgan. Indiana still trying to figure out what hit him. Neitzel, another 3. Spartans up 14, then Neitzel 3 more. 46-19 Spartans. Late first half, Chris Allen 3 more. Dan Dock is searching for answers. His team down 28 at the half. Now, on February 16th, State scored only 61 points in the loss at Indiana. They made 21 buckets, 7 3-pointers in that game. In the first half Sunday, 59 points, 21 buckets, and 9 3-pointers. And that's after scoring only 42 points in their last game in a loss versus Wisconsin. Here comes Lucas, fakes the pass, throws it in for the layup. He had 14 points, and the Spartans up 19. Late second half, they're up 28, and Neitzel finishing things off. He scored 17 points. Michigan State 17-0 at home this season. They win this one 103-74. Indiana's lost 14 straight at Michigan State. So here's what this latest loss by Indiana means. It means we have a 2-way tie on top of the Big Ten standings. Purdue and Wisconsin are leading both at 14-2. Indiana is a game back now at 13-3 in conference play. Michigan State at 11-5 is 3 games clear of 5th place. Next up for Wisconsin is Penn State, and Purdue's got Ohio State battle for first place. ACC basketball, Clemson paying Maryland a visit. Second half, Maryland up 18. Cliff Tucker misses. Grievous Vasquez with a putback. There's just about 11 minutes to go in the game, and Maryland is up 20. But here comes Clemson. Trevor Booker. And Clemson's down just 16. Later, they cut it to 10. Terrence Oglesby. Got it. 7-point game. Less than a minute to go now. James Mays. Give me that. And you take this. Clemson ties it at 70. Seconds left. Oglesby again. 3-ball. Yes, sir. Clemson up 73-70. Last chance for Maryland. Vasquez can't hit. And a shocker for the Terps as Clemson comes from down 20 to win at 73-70.
College basketball, Texas Tech coming off a big win over Texas Saturday, taking on number 6 Kansas. Senior night in Lawrence, senior Russell Robinson fighting back tears. First half, Sharon Collins up top to Cole Aldrich, and 1. Jayhawks up 12. And boy, will that margin grow. Darnell Jackson the steal. And then the length of the court pass to Mario Chalmers. Here's Robinson with the stroke tender like a mother's love. Speaking of which, there's Mom's right there. Jayhawks hit 14 threes as a team. Time running out first half. Chalmers, the air ball. That was a ridiculous shot, but Darrell Arthur is there. 51-26 KU. Pat Knight is like, what the?
Nobody showed up. No one's competed. We're just making it so easy for Kansas. Not that it'd make that much of a difference, but at least we could give them a better game in what we're doing. I mean, no one showed up tonight to play.
Didn't get much better in the second half. 15 Jayhawks scored in this bad boy, including Little U senior Jeremy Case. 109-51 KU, second largest conference win ever. But Digger says this was not about sending a message. Men's basketball, backyard brawl, hoop style, Pittsburgh and West Virginia. Bob Huggins' crew trying to pad or solidify or beautify, is that even a word, their tournament resume? If it's not, I just made up a word. Alexander Ruoff, a great ball screen here. Freezing 2 defenders. Look at them bite on the ball screen. Nicely done. Terrell Biggs, Brad Wanamaker, they didn't know what the heck was going on. Ruoff had 17. Second half now. Joe Alexander was smoking. No, man, I don't smoke. I just smoke clowns like you on the b-ball court. He scored 8 points in a 10-0 run that spanned both halves. Alexander had a career-high 32 on Saturday. He matched that career high with 32 on Monday, and look at Darius Nichols as all 5 defenders crowd around Ruoff. Darius Nichols, he had 17 as well, and West Virginia gets their 10th league win as they win going away 76-62. Now, many contend that the Big East already has 5 teams in the tournament with Georgetown, Louisville, UConn, Notre Dame, and Marquette. West Virginia certainly helped their cause Monday, and at the same time maybe muddled Pitts. Panthers have now lost 4 of their last 6. Other Big East teams on the bubble include Syracuse, Villanova, and Seton Hall. Digger's back, dissecting the Big East. For college basketball, Gonzaga and Santa Clara, and you know, before Gonzaga was Gonzaga, John Stockton went there. He's the alum in the stands watching his old team trying to clinch a conference title against Santa Clara, and they had the defense locking people down in the first half. Micah Downs, Jeremy Pargo, Santa Clara, 7 field goals in the first half, 12 turnovers. That's not going to help people. And then Gonzaga just poured it on in the second half from outside. Stephen Gray, David Pendergraft. Gray again. He went from the left side, then the right side, because you know it's the best side. Zags up 36 at that point. Gonzaga wins another West Coast Conference title